Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to another video back on the Golden Land TCG channel. We've got another locals feature match for you here today. On the right side of your screen, we've got Ben Bagels. He's going to be playing Snake Eye. And then on the left side of your screen, we have got our good buddy Stu, and he's going to be on Orcust. Please, guys, if you are here for the first time, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you've been here a couple of times and you still didn't subscribe, what are you doing? Help us out. Drop a like, drop a comment. Whatever you can do, it all helps out very much. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. But with all that being said, guys, let's just hop straight in. Okay guys, so kicking things off, we've got Snake Eye on the right side of your screen going first. We actually missed the die roll off camera there, but the first action of the main phase from Ben is probably going to be that Snake Eye Ash in his hand. Could be the wanted in the draw phase, opts to not go for it. Snake Eye Ash comes down and immediately eats an Effect Veiler. That puts... we did have the called buy for that, but we've decided not to go for it, which is interesting. We're going to go wanted there to search out a copy of Bellstar. Opponent puts his hand down. That does kind of signal that they don't have anything. Well, you would think. Okay, so it looks like we're probably sending the Populous in Ben's hand in order to summon Bellstar. Yep, Populous effect. And we're... sorry, Bellstar effect. We are not going Populous effect Chain Link 2. And we do have an Imperm, which is rough. That's going to leave us with Called By and Effect Veiler in the hand. We're going to link off Snake Eye Ash in order to make Linkaribo there. Going to set the Called By. And I think that's going to do it for Ben. We're going to pass it over and we're going to see Orcust have a go at going second. We see Gearsu in the hand, Instant Fusion, Imseti, and I think Allure of Darkness. So the first action of the main phase is going to be Imseti pitching itself plus Instant Fusion, and that's going to send for cost. So Ben is asking that because he obviously has the Call by the Grave set and he can hit that Imseti and shut it down, which he is going to do, and it's going to banish the Imseti. That's now going to be dead until the end of the next turn. For some reason he's banished it all the way over there. Gearsu comes down. Gearsu effect is going to dump a card from the deck, but that's going to eat Ben's Veiler there. Both players just hand trapping each other to death. Truly invigorating gameplay this format, guys. We do love to see it. I think it's just going to be battle phase, clear the Linkaribo. Oh, we're just going to shotgun the Allure of Darkness. Yeah, Ben rubs his hands together. He can't wait. Hits 2 spells. That's pretty rough. Battle phase, clears the Linkaribo. And he passes back. What's Ben's top deck? It's a bloody bonfire. And that's going to be enough for Stu there. Stu's going to scoop him up, and we are going to get ourselves into a game 2 after a rapid game 1. Okay, so we're going to see the guys drawing their hands out here. We see a Mourner and a Nib in Ben's hand, and Stu is going to start with Imseti pitching Wand. That's going to go through and grab us out a King Sark. And then we get to draw an additional card after Bagels cuts the deck. Draws us a Nightmare. I have just called Ben Bagels, that's his nickname, as you can probably tell by his card sleeves. That is his face on a bagel. King Sark is going to pitch the Nightmare that we've just drawn and drop Happy from the deck to the graveyard, and that's going to allow us to throw 2 level 8s onto the board for literally nothing. We're going to activate Babel first, then throw Imseti and Happy out. That's 2 summons towards the Nib. Taking a look through the extra here. Are we going straight up into Galatea? Or are we going to use the Nightmare first? Yep, activating the Nightmare, banishing itself, and targeting Happy? I thought I had to banish a... I thought I had to target a Dark. I might be wrong on that, but it gets an attack boost and drops Harp to the graveyard. Harp is then going to banish itself to summon an Orcust name out of the deck. That's going to summon Gearsu. Gearsu effect is going to drop Skeleton more than likely, and then we're just going to get everything into rotation there. We see anti-spells in Stu's deck there post side. That's kind of nasty. So skeleton hits the graveyard. I guess that's kind of assurance against Nib. You don't end on token. So we're going to banish the wand and summon back the harp, which is going to put that back into the rotation once it is linked off. And then we're going to look through the extra deck here, probably going straight up into Galatea to recycle a bit more of the resource that are in the banish pile. Yep, goes up into Galatea. So we're going to activate the Nib there on the summon. We're going to chain Galatea because Babel is up. So we're going to get to set a card anyway. We are still in the summon window here, so you could drop Morna. But it looks like we're not going to drop the Morna and we're going to set Crescendo. So we're just calculating the stats on the Nib token there. It's relatively big. I think the defense on that would be bigger than the attack of the Nib token because of the Inseti. So I guess we've still got the Morna for anything that Stu is able to put up now if he continues to play with his graveyard, which he looks like he's going to do. Activating Skeleton to summon back out the Galatea, and then we're probably going to slap a ding on top of that and try to send the Nib and attach something from the banish pile. Yep, so Nib comes down into the extra monster zone. And that's going to meet a Morna. So I guess we're thinking here, we want to make that Crescendo that's set live. So we can just link off the token and the ding for another Galatea, possibly the link 3, I think it's called Longyearsu. And that's going to shuffle back the 2. Yep, so we're linking off into IP. So we're just going to play out of our graveyard and link into our extra deck on the opponent's turn since we have Babel on the field. So Ben's going to draw for turn. We know that Stu has Book of Moon and Impermanence set. So we've got Wanted, Bonfire, Oak and Diabell Star. So we've basically got 2 cards that do the same thing and Snake Eye Ash. So I think this is in the standby phase. We're going Harp there. And we're going to summon out Gearsu. Gearsu's going to get us into another copy of Nightmare. You know, that is the cool thing about this deck, and it's probably the reason why it was so strong back in the day. It's a bit more balanced now in comparison to the other decks, but being able to play the exact same way you would normally on both turns is insane. So we're going to see Bonfire come down there. That's in the King Sark column by the looks of it. We're going to chain IP, linking off the Gearsu, and making Longyearsu here, which is going to be able to send cards by shuffling back, I think it's 2 from the banish pile. So I guess we're just thinking, how do we sequence this? Is there a world where, okay, so we activate Wanted. I was just thinking, is there a world where you go battle phase and attempt to out the Longyearsu so that you kill the Crescendo? Like, we know that they would eat the Book of Moon, but the opponent doesn't know that they have that. If anything, that's a very niche non-engine card to be playing at the moment. So we're just having a read of Wanted there. Maybe thinking if we can interact with it somehow. So we're going to chain Longyearsu, shuffling back Harp and Skeleton in order to send the Nib. So that means that Ben is going to have to burn cards from his hand rather than being able to send the Nib off the field, which I think he would want to do anyways because he would want to link climb, but just sort of forcing the option rather than allowing him the option. So we're going to summon down the Diabell Star by sending Snake Eye Ash? Sure. That's going to meet Crescendo, which is going to negate and banish it. Next up, we're going to normal summon Snake Eye Oak, effect target the Snake Eye Ash in the graveyard. That's going to eat an Imperm. And just like that, 2 interruptions are enough to kill the normal summon plus extender. That leaves Ben on pretty much nothing. I think it's going to be Linkuriboh Pass again. Which is pretty rough. Last time Linkuriboh Pass was enough to get him into a bonfire and win the game, but this time I'm not so sure. So on the opponent's turn, we are now going to go Nightmare, Nightmare effect to dump, and increase the effect of increase the attack of Lingirsu. That's going to dump Skeleton. Skeleton effect. Summon out the Galatea, which is going to be able to put some of the resource in the banish pile back. And get us probably into the draw 2 of the deck. Orchestrated Return. And then we're going to see Stu draw for turn. First action in the main phase, we're just going to throw some bodies at the opponent. This is looking like lethal already. We've got 2 cards in the banish pile, yep, for the extra deck card, to send the Linkuriboh to the graveyard, and then we can simply proceed through to the battle phase and take this into a game 3. Just looking through the graveyard, I don't think it's necessary. You just go battle and win here, Stu. I think you're good, man. Goes battle, yep. Then scoops him up, the last card, Diabellstar in hand. We were never playing. And you can't be mad about those, you know? Sometimes your opponent just has more than you have and they outdraw you. Alright, so we're going to see the boys' side for the game 3 coming up. Okay guys, so heading into game 3 now, we're going to see the fellas cut each other's decks. We're going to see Snake Eye going first for game 3. We see Wanted, 2 Diabellstars and an Oak. Ben can't really catch a break with these hands he's drawing today. I think that's pretty much the same hand he's had twice, which is crazy, with the exception of like maybe a Called by the Grave. We're going to see Diabellstar come down. Nothing from Stu, it finally resolves. How about that? We're actually going to get to see the deck play. Okay, we're going to activate the original Sinful Spores, and that's going to meet an Ash Blossom, so maybe not. And we're going to set Wanted and pass. Oh, that's brutal. So we can see Dark Grepher, Harp. So we're going to start with the normal summon of Dark Grepher. We're going to go effect, sending, cost. But Ben has prematurely shot the effect Veiler anyways, even though it sends for cost. I don't think Stu cares much about that. He's managed to get his Harp to the grave. He's going to go Harp effect to summon. Harp effect is going to summon Girsu. Girsu's probably dumping Nightmare here. We saw Shadow Beast and Shadow Fusion in Stu's hand there. Okay, so yeah, we decide on dumping the Nightmare there. And then we go for a Link 2, probably straight up into Galatea. Galatea is going to be able to put back the Harp in order to set. So I think we go for return here. We just want more cards. Go for Babel. Okay. We're going to throw a ding on top of the Galatea and go effect on summon. We're going to chain Wanted, which is going to be able to grab us a Diabellstar out of the deck, just hoping that we get a next turn. That's going to be fine. Ding's going to send the Wanted to the graveyard. Not that it matters much. Can we get game on board here? I mean, we've got the Nightmare. So we're going to activate Nightmare effect, increasing Ding by I think 700. and throwing the 1 to the graveyard. Wand effect is going to summon out the Nightmare from the banish pile. And then we're going to go Shadow Fusion. So Shadow Fusion with the Nightmare and the Beast in the hand to go straight up into Winder, and then Beast is going to be able to draw us a card. Couldn't quite see what that was that you got off the top there. Unless it's an extender, I think it's just going to be Battle Phase here. Oh, it's a Ghost Bell. That's not bad. That's going to be pretty good into Ben's follow-up actually, because the original, I think you can Ghost Bell it. So we're going to go Battle Phase there, and the Winder and the Ding get in. I think that's 33 and 22. Main Phase 2, just having a little think here what we're going to get up to. We could always set that evenly matched. I don't know why you would, but you could. He goes for it, sure. And we're going to pass it over to Ben there, give him one more chance to get up back into this game. He's drawn Snake Eye Ash, that's pretty good. Activates original there, targets the Diabell Star to shuffle it back into the deck, and then gets to add a level 1 fire. Just having a read there because we're just figuring out if Ghost Bell works on that, and yes it does. So I think that's what Stu is considering. Decides to drop the Ghost Bell onto the original there. We do get to put the original back with Wanted and then draw a card off the top. We grab a Summon Limit, that's not going to help us much when we're trying to get back into the game. This seems to be the recurring theme of Ben's match here, of just having, you know, normal summon plus extender and just having both stopped. So let's see how he gets on. He opts to go for Diabell Star first, which is going to be his only normal summon, his only special summon, sorry, under Winder. It's going to set us the original Sinful Spoils. I think he's forced to go Battle Phase and clear the Winder here. I'm not sure if there's a Nightmare in Stu's graveyard. If there is, and that's not going to be an option anyways, because that's going to make the Winder larger than the Diabell Star. And I think as well, Ding can protect anything, right? So I don't think the Battle Phase is a possibility here. So we can normal summon Snake Eye Ash, but like, what does it get you? What Stu's got set up here is pretty solid. Snake Eye Ash is going to grab out Poplar, which obviously cannot special summon itself down. We can't special summon anymore. This is pretty brutal. Attempts to link off. Stu says you can't do that, buddy. Goes to Battle Phase and attempts to attack into Winder. We're going to activate Nightmare in the damage step. It increases the attack points of a monster, so that's okay. And that's going to send a copy of Harp, destroying the Diabell Star in the process. Main 2, we're just going to set that summon limit. Problem here is, I'm pretty sure Stu can just go Battle Phase and win the game next time. Still on the opponent's turn, just to add insult to injury, we're going to go Harp, summon Gearsu, and just set up combo, just in case the set card is something that's particularly aggressive. That's going to send a copy of Skeleton. So I guess that gives Stu the option for linking off Gearsu and Ding, and then summoning Ding back to clear the back row if he is particularly scared of it. And he just goes straight to Battle Phase, clears the Snake Eye Ash, and the final 2 attacks are going to get in there. And we're going to see both players shake hands, and we're going to actually see Orcust beating Snake Eye in our finals feature match this week. How about that? Okay guys, so we see Orcust taking the game there 2-1 over Snake Eye. Who would have thought, right? So yeah, congratulations to Stu and commiserations to Ben. I will say, drop us a comment if you think that any problem cards in the Snake Eye deck need to get hit. I personally think Snake Eye Ash needs to go to 1. I don't think they should nuke the deck straight away. Other problem cards as well that maybe need to get hit, like Summon Limit. Drop us your thoughts down below. Anything that basically gets on your nerves in this format, we'd love to hear about it in the comments. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Safe.